Perfect. All right.
He's joining. All right, what
There
up?
you go. There he is.
We,
Bro, get off your phone. We're here. We're here now. It's happening.
we're back. We're back. Episode 4, Lyceum podcast. We're recording a little different this time. I'm in Texas. The guys are still back in SoCal, in the garage. So we're gonna
Give
do
away my location.
in the garage. We won't say any specifics. It's going to be a little different this time. We're going to keep it a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted. The last few episodes have been pretty heavy. So we're just going to talk about some current events that are going on and, review some of the things that are catching on fire with COVID.
Yeah, real quick. Why does Zach get the cool flags behind him and I get the tool shelves? Did you know?
Because it's my undisclosed location.
I don't mind disclosing my location because
You ain't
out at my
scared.
house and I'm in Texas and not dealing with California fires right now.
Dude, that's the best place to be right now, Texas, honestly. Isn't it?
It really is.
Have you noticed there's like been an exodus coming from California to Texas?
Hey, there's been a lot of people.
Dude, Drew has deer in his backyard.
Yep.
He has deer?
Yeah.
Literally.
He
Oh, I
posted
saw
it
that
on his-
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
And
Pretty much at
But-
any point of the day, when I look back there, I could see a deer. It's crazy.
dude, I'm surprised not anyone has like bowed it down. But I know. So we're in just. You went from the worst gun laws, Andrew, ever, to the best gun laws, any rules ever.
Yep.
But
Everybody's riding
Dude.
strapped around here. We
My
were
goodness.
driving over the weekend, and there I didn't see it. It was my niece who saw it. She said that there was some dude driving crazy, and he had a sticker on the back of his truck that basically said, like, if you don't like the way I'm driving, deal with it because I'll pull out on you. Something like that, dude. He was driving crazy.
Yeah, dude.
oh man, and you know what's hard too about that move, Andrew? Don't tell anybody you're from California.
Yeah, actually,
They
so we had a California rental car, and I swapped it out when we got here, so now I got Texas plates. It's better.
Solid, yeah. Exactly, because they just don't like a bunch of outsiders moving in, I feel like. But then it's weird because I have another person who lives out there that I talk to out on the regular. I'm not going to out you, don't worry. But he says it was very welcoming, but as soon as you tell them where you're from, it's only specifically California that they do not like.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Which is understandable.
Because what I'm hearing, I haven't heard this firsthand, but from the people we know that live out here, is their whole thing is they don't want people to move to Texas and bring their left-wing ideologies with them. Essentially, that's like
Right.
what they don't want, And that's
Yeah.
what's happened in Austin.
Which is why everyone's leaving, basically.
It
Kind of.
Dude, it makes kind of sense if you hear them say that, because they're like, okay, so you're going to vote left where you were already voting left and the place was you jacked it up, and now you're coming here, you love it, and you're still going to vote left?
That's what they don't want. Yep.
Please leave,
Dumb.
is what they're
Hey,
going to be thinking.
all right, since we're talking about the left real quick.
Uh-huh.
All right, so on that account that you follow, Red Pill Babe.
Oh yeah. Hey.
She posted something and said, report, left mobilizes for mass public unrest. Political apocalypse expected if Biden loses.
Oh, yes, okay. I thought you were going to bring up the other thing, but this is so true, bro.
I was
Hey,
like,
that account's fire, right?
dude, it's pretty sick.
Did you guys see the I know she might not have posted it, but there was a leaked like plan that some of the insurrectionists came up with. Oh, sorry. I don't want to call them all insurrectionists. My bad. The protesters,
No.
quote unquote, have a plan for things to happen if Trump gets reelected.
I didn't see that, but
So it's true.
Dude, it's totally true.
Oh
They're
my
going
gosh,
they
dude.
want to go nuts, and I feel like the plan that I read And it was, the thing is, you can't really make it as a holy writ like it really did coming from him, because where did I read this? I got this off Reddit, and anybody can make anything up on Reddit. But it was so detailed and it was so like exact. I was just like, man,
Could be real.
This is probably real.
Well, I mean, did you guys hear what Hillary? Man, it's funny because we somehow keep getting onto politics, even though that's not what this podcast or this episode's about. But it's happening.
It's all right.
Yeah, dude, it was naturally gonna come here.
And
let's be
real quick. I want to clarify something that I said in episode 2. I think I said that we come and we kind of just create our topics on the fly, which isn't completely accurate. I kind of misrepresented that. So we talk throughout the week and we're talking about different things that we're planning on recording. So we've got like a big list and we usually hone it down once we all get together, right? Is that accurate, guys? I mean, keep me honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you were honest the whole time, because what did we just do? We didn't talk about this the whole time.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, we get off topic, but it's, yeah. But we usually have a short list that we then say, all right, we're for sure talking about X, Y, Z. Okay, so the politics, what was I saying? Hillary Clinton had an interview where she said if Trump wins, Biden can't let it go. Essentially, that's the Cliff Notes version. And so,
demand a recount is what I thought from her.
She's that's what she's saying, but other people are reading into it like you can't let this guy win.
Set it off.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, okay, so what do you guys think about that? Is her saying that inciting violence? Be honest.
I said this a couple episodes ago, man. She is the devil. Everything she says is pretty much evil. That's what I think about it.
Okay.
And I just want to be clear on my position. I've read a couple things about her. I honestly think what's happened. We kind of talked about it earlier on our last episode when we asked how many people do we think really know what the BLM core message is about. And what do we say? 10%.
Small, yeah.
And I think it's even smaller because honestly, what I want to say is she's not evil. There's somebody in the background who doesn't want to be seen, who's actually leading the whole thing. That's evil. And they take the ignorant, portion of their group and they manipulate them. They don't, and it's a thing where he doesn't even want them to know, or he or she doesn't want them to know the plan. And where Hillary, her entire career started off, she wanted to do good, but obviously she got into the bureaucracy of it all and has transformed into something else entirely. But Zach is staunchly, I'm looking at Zach's face, and he's like, nope, not taking any of that. Yeah, she's possessed by the devil.
I believe that. People, I think a lot of people in that business started out good.
I think so too. I think that's kind of where a lot of politicians sit, but then they get pulled into that world, and I don't know that world firsthand, but it just seems like it's a dirty game people are playing.
She's got lizard eyes, dude. So. It's evil.
What are lizard eyes?
Hey,
her eyes look reptilian.
But going back to Pedro's question, bro. Pedro, you asked if we think they're intentionally trying to set it off, right? Is that what you said?
Well, does her words incite violence?
I think that there's so many people nowadays that don't look into the facts, right? Like everybody will see a headline and run with a headline. And so people get heated and they get amped up about headlines, even though the details might say otherwise, And so people were going to, I think you'll get a whole bunch of people on the left reading a headline from Hillary Clinton and they'll be like, yeah, we can't if Trump wins, we can't let him take office. Like they'll just kind of run with that. Whereas what you said in the beginning, Pedro, I think what she's really saying is a recount needs to be demanded, And so you've got these people who run with the headlines, they get fired up about it, and I think it could set those people off. And then you've got the people like involved in Antifa and the anarchists who are taking advantage of a lot of the situations that are happening right now, who I think will they just want chaos and they just want to see everything go up in flames,
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate because between the time we had from last time, I had a moment to talk to an actual BLM activist who seemed actually pretty knowledgeable on everything. And the scary part was they fully still, after everything, this dude knew about Karl Marx. He knew about communism and its history. He knows how bloody it gets, and he was still ready to ride. Dang. But at the same time, he had this kind of altruistic feel to him, where he's trying to do good, but he is now saying the means justify the end.
Yeah.
Or the end justifies the means.
So he's part of that 10%.
He is. And it was weird.
I'm curious.
It was very weird.
Did that person, did they think that, were they on board with communism and Marxism and socialism? Like, is that their ideology that they kind of operate under? Okay, so
yes, sir.
I think you have, going back
well,
to...
Andrew, I wouldn't attribute it to him malice.
Right,
I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying he accepts the costs, and he thinks it is worth the means.
Right.
So he thinks it's all going to be heaven on the other end, which we all know is going to just false.
Yeah, and I think I was just going to tie that back into something else that we talked about last episode too, and we were talking about how American ideologies and Western thought has really infiltrated the church in America, right? And so culturally, when we look at the Bible, like the Hebrews, the Greeks, the Romans, none of them operated under a democracy, under a republic, but yet we here in the United States think that somehow like republics, democracy, and those type of things are biblical, and that they're tied to the Bible, when in actuality they're not. So you have cultures that are way different when you look at the East and when you look abroad, and we just think over here in the United States that our way of living is right,
the way,
when that's not necessarily the case,
Right. Well, I would say, because I'm part of the A team, I would say it's just the best way. It's not the way, but it's the best way we got right now. But I do actually want to, this is actually a good moment, because I was thinking about it, and I did consult, we all went to the same church, or go to the same church.
We do. I'm just in Texas for a little, well, right now I'm here for a month, and
traitor.
Probably.
He's not a traitor.
Silence.
He will still be in the body. But I had a moment to actually consult some of our elders and other people in the church, and there are some areas where I'd like to admit I was wrong. I'll just say it this way. Concerning that whole Kyle Rittenhouse situation, not to dwell on it, but here's the core tenets of it. Everything that happened exactly the way God preordained it to happen, and there's nothing that's going to be able to change it. Looking forward, if you're trying to use it to educate yourself on how you should act in the future, it's very simple. I'm still thinking these things over, so I don't want to bring up the exact scripture, but you were right, Andrew. There is no scripture that's going to make someone be able to go out and play Batman, pretty much. And you can only have the position where if you're a citizen, you're staying home and protecting your family, right? There's nothing wrong with that one. That's an easy one. If you really want to actually help, the only thing you should do, if anything, is go to your local police or sheriff's department, give them your abilities, and you need to, because they're the ones they're the authority that God has actually set on, here on earth to actually mete out justice. You tell them, hey, I want to help you. You are the leaders here. I submit to your authority for this moment. Don't go full kamikaze on it, but just say, I want to help you in this situation. I see you need help. How can I help? And you go off their direction, and you stick to the letter that they give you on those directions. That's as far as you can really go.
Hey, all right. So on that, I got two things.
Okay.
One question, but I'm gonna go into that after this. Okay, have you guys heard about what's going on with Dan Bilzerian?
Who's that?
You don't know who Dan Bilzerian is? Bilzerian? He's the guy on
That's
Instagram that's like he's got like 30 women around him all the time. He's a millionaire, like super rich. He's the Instagram like playboy.
Okay, so this is why I have not heard of him because I don't look into these types.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
He's
I saw
super
a headline,
famous right
but
now.
I don't know. I can't remember, and I don't really recall.
Okay, basically, he's been lying to everybody. Like his life is a lie. Basically, he's going bankrupt because he's been using his
Dad's money.
well,
huh?
one, dude. Yeah, he's been using dad's money. Okay, so one, he told everyone that he got his money off of playing poker. He basically said he's claimed that he's won more money than all of the top poker players have ever won.
Why would
That claim could that right there. That just can't be possible. Like
Exactly.
I mean, it is possible, but why would I would just never announce
well,
it?
you
Right.
would have to win like a World Series of poker or something to be one of the top earners ever. You know.
Right.
I agree.
And apparently he's just always playing for millions and millions, like on private jets versus the best poker players and all that.
I
And he's
guess
losing.
low key you
But-
could be doing it that way.
Yeah. So he said that that's how he won all of his money. But his dad, he's a trust fund baby, basically. And his dad's a convicted felon for tax evasion, all kinds of like different fraud, like, you know, so he's learning from the best, basically. And all of the stuff that Dan's being sued for right now is basically all of the documents in court have his dad's name on it, which show that his dad has been paying like a bunch of his stuff. And also he's got a huge weed line now. It's called Incite.
Mm-hmm.
And
So he's not broke.
no. His Incite has been paying for all of his stuff. And Incite only made like a million something last year. And his expenses were like $50 million, dude. So
Hey,
he
he
is
ain't gonna pay
ridiculously
taxes?
upside down. And basically everyone's just like, all right, your whole life is a lie right now. But the reason why I brought that up was, one, because I don't like that guy. I think he's a freaking douche. And everyone looks up to that dude. Like, everyone's following him on Instagram. Like, it's crazy.
I don't.
Yeah, good. You shouldn't. Because basically all he does is post pictures with like 30 girls every day and shoot guns and smoke weed. That's literally all he does right now.
Well-
and he's like 40 something years old, dude. Like,
Well, let's just chill out because I'm
So,
actually down
right
for
now, guys,
part 2 of that setup.
I'm
that
not
I'm
Okay.
taking
Hold-
out. The shooting
audio
gun sounds
from you.
dope.
I can't hear you. It froze
Oh,
up
don't
for a
worry.
second.
He'll
It should
come
kick
back. I
back
think
in.
it's just
there we
connection.
go.
Can you
Yeah,
hear us? Okay.
Yeah,
connection
he'll
caught
come
up.
back
Here we
in.
go. I got you.
Okay.
But that's why we're recording on the H6.
Yeah, we got
Good.
it. All right, so with that, the reason why I said that was, one, because I want to expose him briefly, and two, because he was there at the Las Vegas shooting at the country concert.
Mm-hmm.
So he was there, and someone caught him on camera talking to a cop, saying, because he went through like Navy SEAL school and stuff, but he never graduated.
He went to Spuds.
He went through Buds twice, apparently,
Okay.
allegedly, but he didn't graduate.
I want to see proof from that.
Yeah, you gotta like watch the videos and stuff. But yeah, he went through it. He was in the Navy for 4 years, but he's at that country concert, and things are going off. And he have him on camera talking to a cop, say, "Hey, give me your gun, dude. Give me a gun." And the cop's like, "Bro, get out of my face. I don't know you. Like, are you insane?" And he's sitting there wasted, dude. "Give me a gun, dude. You don't want my help or what?" And dude, he looks like a freaking idiot. And that made me think of that, like, you are not called to be Batman. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you said go to the cops and ask for, like, how can I assist? But that dude just got caught on camera saying straight up, "Give me your gun,
Yeah.
so I can help out." Like,
But that's not, ladies
Like
and
a
gentlemen,
tool.
that is not how I picture this.
Yeah.
That is not. Hopefully, you go through that little everything.
Yeah.
You know what? There's actually another thing you need to take into account for.
I can see Pedro walking into a police station with a Batman suit on, saying, "Hey, how can I assist you?"
Hand me
Yeah.
a service weapon.
I'm down. I'm down, sir. I'm down, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, everybody. Well, here's one thing too. Our head pastor. I won't say. He probably doesn't even like being called head pastor.
He's an
I'm calling
elder.
you head
He's
pastor.
just another elder, right?
No,
He's
I'm
our
calling him head
teaching pastor.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
he's the teaching pastor. He'll like that better. But he said something very wise to me too. He's like, Pedro, is it really going on everywhere, these riots and stuff? Not really. Only in select blue states it's going on, but it's not going on everywhere. So, like, what does that mean? You should gauge, is it really going on in your area? Is it really getting chaotic and dangerous or violent? Right? And then from there, you should say, all right, is it time to do the boogaloo? No. You're not in the boog yet, ladies and gentlemen. But I would prepare for the boog. I would figure out how to do the boogaloo, so you're not the only one out here who doesn't know how to dance. If everybody catches my drift.
I feel you, but real quick though, let's just pull some Bible into this. Romans 12, verses. I'm gonna read 17 through 21 real quick. Never pay back evil for evil to anyone. Respect what is right in the sight of all men. If possible, so far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. Never take your own revenge, beloved, but leave room for the wrath of God. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. But if your enemy is hungry, feed him. And if he is thirsty, give him a drink. For in so doing, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. So,
amen.
I mean, that's really where it's at. You know, it's hard sometimes to follow the word of God, because it means that we're gonna have to just subject ourselves to stuff that we don't really want to. You know, but
exactly,
the cost is worth it, because what does Christ give us through His life, death, and resurrection? Eternal life.
Salvation.
So, you know,
yeah,
we can lay it down here.
Yep. And what you're gonna also see there in that scripture, vengeance belongs to the Lord. If people don't get what they deserve here through, you know, either the means of justice or natural events caused by God here on earth, they will ultimately see the judge, who is the Father in heaven. So everybody gets what they deserve at the end, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, justice will be meted out one way or the other.
And that's another reason for us to have compassion and desire to be at peace with all men, share the gospel, etc. You know.
Exactly. Which is one thing this is kind of an odd segue, but you guys were saying they would be held responsible for it. I don't know if they should be held responsible for this. The gender reveal party that started the fire, bro, that's a total accident. How is that their fault? I mean,
you have to have enough common sense to say, if I blow something up right here, is it going to catch a whole mountain on fire?
It's negligence, you know. And like Zach said, common sense. What made me think of that is I feel like I heard another situation similar where somebody accidentally did something like start a fire, and then they were held responsible for like essentially all the damages. So
I mean, will they go to jail?
I don't know.
That's one question I was holding in my mind.
Dude, you gotta
no
think.
way they could pay for all this. It's a regular family, dude.
Yeah,
and
they
honestly,
would have to file bankruptcy.
They just had one of those little bombs. That, what does the bomb do? Oh, it shoots out the powder, whether it's blue or pink.
Zach's coming in clear.
He'll come back in a second.
Pedro's
it's just the
lagging
internet, and I'll
on my
keep it
side.
going.
Audio still
But
could be
I
crystal clear.
Did they know? This is the thing that would hit me. Do they know that it's going to cause a spark?
Break till they come back.
Hold on. Drew was talking the whole time you were talking.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, because you were lagging on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear a word you said.
Yeah, I know. All right, hold on. So Pedro said it was the kind of bomb that blows smoke out, right? The color smoke.
Blue or pink.
Yeah, blue or pink.
Right.
I saw a picture of blue smoke. I don't know if it was a boy or not, but I saw a picture of blue smoke on like the internet, so I don't know if it was Andrew, you know if it was a boy or girl?
I don't know.
Dude, imagine if it's a boy. He's going to have the dopest backstory ever. He was brought into this world through fire.
Yeah, he was brought through this world through fire. Needs a cool Indian name like Mountain Smoke or something, or Mountain Fire.
I would name him the Ember.
The Ember.
Well, no, not the. No, just Ember.
That could work. That could work.
It would.
Yeah, sorry. We usually record really early in the morning,
Yeah.
and no one else is awake. But right now, my daughter and everyone in the neighborhood is riding bikes right next to us. So
Yeah, we're trying to make this an organic as possible podcast, so you're hearing a lot of background noise.
Yeah, and you guys might hear some children on my end as well. This
all
whole
good.
we're still trying to adjust to this Texas remote recording, but so far it's not bad. All right, so we hit a little bit
Yeah.
on the fires right now. Like the whole West Coast is unfortunately has fires like sprinkled throughout. I've been hearing that it sounds like there's obviously that gender reveal negligence fire. I heard there's a couple that are arson. So it sucks. It sucks what's going on the West Coast. It's like Washington, Oregon, and California.
Oh, you know what they probably do? The arsonists, they're trying to, since everything's on fire, they want their insurance, claim their insurance, so they'll set their stuff on fire. Is that what they're doing?
Oh, setting themselves on fire? I don't know about that, but I think
no, setting their stuff on fire.
It's
Saying
like, that's a good segue to something else that we're going to talk about. But I think the arsonists just look at opportunity right during fire season.
yeah, they just want to set it off,
They
dude.
just want to see their.
It's like Hillary.
Mm-hmm. They like to see that stuff. I mean, whenever they catch arsonists, it's because like they get enjoyment from that stuff. So I think they're just looking for opportunities. Like, okay, a lot of stuff is burning. I could blend in and maybe not get caught. But a lot
They
of
want
this
the
stuff,
power.
we're speculating about a lot of this stuff because we're not arsonists, so we don't really know what they think. We can only take their word for
Dude,
it.
they're just claiming.
Well, you don't know
They're claiming the insurance. How much do you get from your insurance?
a lot.
Yeah. Imagine insurance companies right now who are trying to.
They're probably pissed, dude.
Yeah, at the rioters.
Insurance companies are Imagine like nationwide.
Yeah, but
Not nationwide, the insurance company, but nationwide, all the insurance companies. Dude, they're probably having a hard time right now.
Bro, they're so slippery. They will find. They write loopholes into their contracts. Like I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
for
we're
them
not
at
paying for
all.
that.
And then they're probably angry at people online saying, "Don't worry, if we burn down your business, you can just claim your insurance."
Oh yeah.
Insurance companies are probably hearing that like, "No, we ain't paying a dime. We're gonna figure this out." They have the best lawyers in the world probably working out how to say, "Hey,
No.
they're liable."
I don't know. The
person you
pharmaceutical
jailed-
company's insurance and their legal team is crazy strong.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, it sucks.
Um,
Hey, all right, so real quick before I forget, have you guys seen Project Power?
no.
Yes.
You mentioned it the other
Yes.
day, though.
The movie's sick.
Oh, that is a good movie.
It's freaking dope.
I'm the only
dude.
one.
I really don't like Jamie Foxx that much.
No.
I don't know. I don't like his demeanor because I feel like it's kind of the same in most of his movies.
Which is you mean he's always the
Except in
undercover cop?
Django, yeah. Well, which is still almost kind of the same. It's just always this super, like, composed, mellow, super badass dude, you know?
I'm okay with that.
And, all right, it's kind of like Denzel Washington. How he pretty much almost always plays the same guy.
This is true.
I don't know. I mean, I know what.
Even in Remember the Titans, dude.
Wait, Denzel
He's always the
Washington's
same
always
dude.
the same guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta review his movies, dude.
They're just in a lot of. I think they have such a huge library of movies that they do play similar characters pretty often. But I mean, like, look at Jamie Foxx in The Soloist, though. You know,
I've never seen it.
dude, so good and nothing like any of his other roles.
All right, I'll check that one out
yeah,
because I'm probably wrong. Yeah, because if you like Jamie Foxx, you're going to be mad at that. But, all right, so real quick, in that movie, it's kind of like Limitless in a way. You take a pill, and for 5 minutes, you get a superpower of an animal. So, basically, the animal's superpowers are, like, expanded, and you get, like, it's not like, oh, I have, like, lion, I'm like a lion. It's like you get like I forget. There's like a thermogenic one where you turn into flames.
Oh yeah. Well, he was talking about. I think that where the final one he turned into, where
that was a shrimp.
Yeah, it was a shrimp.
Yeah,
which was really weird.
It was like a vapor shrimp, and it kills everything in its vicinity around it.
Instantaneously.
Right. But I didn't get this because he died. So does that mean that the vapor shrimp dies?
Oh, he died at the end of the movie?
Yeah, he died, and his daughter had to bring him back.
Okay, I fell asleep in it.
Oh my gosh, Pedro.
Oh yeah, his daughter. No. I remember that part. His daughter was able to heal people.
Right.
That's right, and she was like the origin point. So they were using her as like a sample to make
all the powers. Yeah.
Pedro, did you say you fell asleep at the end?
He's all I fell asleep.
I did.
Just thought it was funny because you were like, no, that didn't happen. And then you're like, wait, I fell asleep.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I was thinking about that. And I know I asked you guys off camera what your spirit animal would be. Pedro said wolf. Yep. I forget what Drew said. I don't even know if he said anything. Jaguar, nice.
I love jaguar.
That's dope.
And mountain lions, those are my
mountain lions. Okay.
The other reason why I chose wolf, I didn't choose it.
You said you took a test.
I took a test, and I am a wolf. And also, I've always liked the series Underworld with the vampires and stuff, and the lichens. Dude, if I could transform into a werewolf.
But do you feel like when we take tests like that, we kind of...
You're in your mind thinking,
You're in your mind like, I'm super badass, dude. Like, I would do this, I would do this, I would do this. And they're just like, dude, you're freaking moose, lion, jaguar, everything, eagle, like everything put it together.
Yeah. I've taken it multiple times.
And I've come up with the same answers.
I got different animals.
What were some of your other ones, bro?
Well, what was the other animal?
I got a pufferfish one time.
All right.
That was cool. I don't know why. I forget reading the explanation. I just knew I exited out really fast.
They're poisonous, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If you eat them.
And then I got a zebra.
Nice, dude. Zach zebra.
Oh, you got a zebra too?
No, that just used to be my favorite animal because it starts with a Z.
Okay. Well,
they're pretty freaking useless though. If you see them walking around, they're just getting eaten.
Should we take a test for next time?
I want to take a test. Yeah, I'll take a test.
Let's Pedro,
like live over.
Take another one too, and
yeah.
I don't know when the last.
I like my wolf.
I know you got to take another one. You got to take another one.
So we'll all take the same test too. Like we'll
the same test.
We'll take the same test.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, fun fact: there is actually no good description of the wolf in the Bible, which actually scared me for a minute.
Well, there's a wolf wearing sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
It's not good, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk? Oh, Zach, did you before I transition? Did you want to talk about something real quick before we go into the Antifa on fire?
No, it's all right.
No, you don't.
I was gonna bring up the new law.
Oh, okay.
Well, it got passed.
Yep, it got
supposedly.
passed.
Oh man,
yesterday.
We got 6.
Did it really?
Happened yesterday, dog.
Oh man.
We got 6 minutes and 45 seconds left. I don't know.
Okay, real quick. I just want to bring it to the attention. Maybe everyone can kind of look into it for themselves. Everyone's calling it the pedophilia law.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what it's called, but basically, if you're within 10 years of a minor, apparently 15 years or older.
I don't know about that part.
We don't know.
Threshold on the age.
Yeah, we don't know for sure. Look into it for yourselves. 15 years or older, 10 years within apart, you can have consensual sex from here on out in California. So we don't know the details for sure. We just kind of saw it, look into it, and if you guys have any comments or anything like that, then or if you know specifics, then comment on the video.
Yeah, maybe.
Or send us stuff because that would be nice.
Let's plan to read up on it, all of us individually, and then we could talk about that on the next episode too.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be cool. So we got that on the books for next episode. We've got the spirit animal test for the next episode, and we've got like 5 minutes left right now. So Pedro.
Yeah.
So since we're just talking about current events, we were texting yesterday, and Pedro mentioned if he asked us if we saw the Antifa video where the dude catches himself on fire, and I was like, no, I haven't seen it. So I looked it up. Oh my god.
Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, God's justice comes immediately. That was beautiful.
I want to preface by saying we'll talk about this and know that the guy, he didn't get hurt badly, at least, and the fire is on his feet. Okay. And we'll go into it with that, because with that said, some videos on YouTube are hilarious, and I could laugh really hard knowing that he didn't get seriously harmed.
Yeah, which
you guys got to look. We'll put the link in the description.
some people could say that's fortunate. Some people would say that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
some people need to learn their lesson, dude. A couple of third-degree burns will help them learn that lesson real quick.
Yeah, and if I could describe it,
Yes,
it
go
was
for
so
it.
wonderful. It was magical. So exactly what happens is you have a line of police looking at a crowd that's pretty much preparing to, it looked like, in my opinion, charge them and try and do harm.
Riot ready.
Right, exactly.
Ready.
Eddie. They wanted to start off the boog, but it didn't start. This gentleman comes out of the fray with what had to be a Molotov cocktail, right? And he smashes it to the ground. And it in the fire ignites,
How far away did he throw it?
Like right at his feet.
Right at
He
his
threw it
feet.
at his own feet.
I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what. Usually, when we throw grenades in the military, we say, "Okay, I need to make sure some distance is between me and this bad boy." I guess for a Molotov cocktail, you don't have that thought in your mind. You think I'm invincible, and
You probably watched that movie,
what movie?
Power Project.
Oh, and he thought he would do it. Oh, wow, fail.
So he throws it, and there's
Lights
a
his feet
small
on fire.
explosion and lights his feet on fire. So the link that we're gonna post in the description it's a Footloose. It's a Footloose song with this
Yeah.
video overlaid on it, and you just
Well,
see this guy throw the Molotov cocktail. Little explosion. His feet are on fire. He comes running out of there. Crazy legs, dude.
Dude, I can't wait
Well,
to see that.
Andrew, legend has it that actually the music is not an overlay. It was a cop in the background with a boombox who hit the play button because he saw everything unfolding. Like, he knew everything that was happening, and he just said, and everybody started doing the Footloose.
Yeah, I watched it with these guys when we were setting up, and I couldn't stop laughing.
Shout out to the cops who helped him, too, at the end of the video.
They put it out?
Yeah, because the protesters were not helping their friend. I guess the med people that they brought with them were not equipped
They were
for
struggling.
this situation.
They were struggling.
Yeah, they were struggling, and the police saw that. They were like, ah.
See, if Kyle Rittenhouse would have been there with his fire extinguisher.
Hey,
dude.
boy, would have became in clutch. Hey, but you guys would have put him in jail. But hey, well, that. Oh, do you think he'll win his case? I was looking over Wisconsin
I think he's doing
law.
time, dude.
You think he's doing time?
Yeah, for sure.
I watched a video, pretty in-depth video from a lawyer the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that video too?
I saw the thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
I was going to watch it.
Yeah. So he broke it down really thoroughly, and it's a black dude who I think he's in Texas.
Coleon Nowhere. I know who exactly you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched. I wanted to get a different perspective because I saw his video, but I went to someone who's more leaning left, obviously, and not she. Whatever. I don't even want to get into that. It's a transgender person, somebody who altered themselves.
The lawyer?
Yeah, but
What they say?
the person is a lawyer.
What they say?
They went down into it like the person takes you through a whole class, and then she brings up the videos, and then I'm just transitioning between because it's confusing. I don't know where she started.
Just say he and she every other time.
Whatever.
Yeah, just keep.
We don't know
switching it.
what they started as.
Just switch it.
So confusing.
We
But-
got 50 seconds. Hurry.
Okay. She goes through the Wisconsin
Is he doing
law
time
itself.
or not?
Well, no, I don't think I don't think he does any time because it's only a class A misdemeanor.
Yep, that's
Okay.
that's,
For his thing.
that's what our boy said in the video. We'll post. I'll find the link to
That's crazy, dude.
the dude that Pedro said his name. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is, but we'll post that
Crazy,
link.
you don't.
We'll post their other person's link so you guys can watch it. But yeah, what it sounds like the conclusion on both of them is he's not gonna do hard time for murder. It'll be more like the misdemeanor going out. He's underage, carrying a weapon, shouldn't have been doing that. So 15
Dang,
seconds
dude.
left, guys. Let us know what you think.
Oh yeah, Mulan should not be $30. Let's throw that in there real quick.
Yeah.
Don't watch it. Wait.
Prepare for the boog.
Let us know what you guys
Disney's
think
trying to
of these
make up
casual
for their
episodes.
closing.
All right, guys, that's the time.
Yep. Okay.
Let us know what you think of these more casual, laid-back conversations. They've been pretty intense lately, so we wanted to do something a little bit lighter, something we can laugh at, something we could have fun with. Tell us what you guys think.
Yeah. And that just shows you guys how you saw last time was a heated discussion, and how this time it came down to we're just chilling out. I want you guys to see this as an example of how your conversations in real life should go. While I'm saying, the left, and obviously where I am, that shouldn't stop you from having friends who have differing opinions from you, because what you're going to see is how I am witnessing flaws in my thought and my ideological, lens. You're going to get a better view at life and be able to change for the better. I want to see something like that happen in our comment section. Please don't just fire at each other. Refrain from just going off. Try and make a friend.
There you go. I like it. All right, guys. So, go ahead and subscribe. Like Pedro said, comment and like the video. And I think it was cool. Zach posted a video on our IG the other day. If you guys like the content, please share it with your friends. Thanks, everybody.